Welcome to Shepherd's Bush Market.
Hello to you all. Let us talk about Shepherd's Bush. Shepherd's Bush Market is a historic and much-loved part of its community. It has a unique character among London's markets and is known for its tradition, diversity, and character. In September 2020, U Capital, a real estate investment company, became the majority owners of Shepherd's Bush Market and the land next to it, known as the Old Laundry Yard. Over the last 3 years, U Capital has been getting to know the market and its traders. U Capital supported traders through the pandemic by writing off over 10 months' rent and invested £750,000 in the market and worked with traders on ideas for longer-term investment. U Capital has consulted with residents, traders, and the local community on a master plan for the wider site that includes the market and Old Laundry Yard. It was pointed out to me, the market and its traders will remain, and the market will be improved with a new road surface, canopy, and entrance signs. Long-term traders will either receive brand new units or £10,000 worth of investment in their unit as part of a package of financial support that also includes rent frozen at 2015 levels until 2031. No rent or service charge during market construction and business rates reimbursed. A minimum of £7,500 financial support to traders opens during construction, with the ability to top up if there is loss of earnings because of works. Payments of between £1,800 and £3,000 per month for traders wishing to take a sabbatical during refurbishment works. Based on the information available, it seems that the future of Shepherd's Bush Market is bright. U Capital has invested heavily in the market and has been collaborating with traders to ensure that the market remains a vibrant and integral part of the community. The market is set to undergo significant improvements, including a new road surface, canopy, and entrance signs, which will help to attract more visitors and traders. Additionally, long-term traders will receive financial support and brand new units, which will help to ensure that they can continue to operate successfully. It was around 12:30 p.m. as I walked around the market and talked to a few people who did not want to be on camera. The place looked a little bit deserted. Except for the butchers, the coffee shop, and calypso players. Shepherd's Bush Market is unique, culture and character mix, diverse, and a very much community-minded. And it is within the neighborhood of W12. This market has been in existence since 1914. Right through history, the market has captured the hearts and minds of visitors, residents, and traders alike, and in the process built deep ties to the surrounding area in which it serves. It is a place where you can uncover fourth-generation family knowledge, find food from all corners of the world, discover specialty wares, and most importantly build the bonds that tie us to the space in which we eat, shop and live. No one thought the market was going to last a year, let alone a century, when on June 30, 1914, John Crow, a shrewd entrepreneur, invited costermongers to set up their stalls on Railway Approach. This included furniture dealers, a coal office, a printer's, a horse butcher's, and an undertaker's parlor. And they were not especially pleased about their new neighbors. One antique dealer complained that the place is swarmed with boys of the worst possible type who sit on the curb eating apples and bananas. With Britain on the brink of war, John Crow's market proved to be short-lived. It was closed in 1915 to make way for the billeted troops. The market was given a new lease of life in 1918 as soldiers returning from the Western Front were offered stalls to help restart their lives. The market traders did their best to keep calm and continue as the bombs rained down on West London during the Second World War. In February 1944, during the 5-month Little Blitz, the market was hit, wiping out 6 shops and leaving dozens more temporarily out of action. Threatened with closure by London City Council on safety grounds, the traders rallied together and had the market open again for business in a matter of days. Talk about Blitz spirit. After the war, things gradually returned to normal. By the 1950s, Prime Minister Harold Macmillan declared we had never had it so good, and you could almost believe it. In Ellis's pet stores, still in the same spot today, there was a menagerie of kittens, puppies, and rabbits, as well as a talking macaw. If you asked nicely, you could stroke the pets. Elsewhere, you could buy second-hand paperbacks at the bookseller and sell them back at half price when you had finished reading them. Through the London smog, the seeds of multicultural Britain were being sown at this time. Commonwealth citizens from India and Pakistan began arriving in large numbers after both countries gained independence in 1947. The following year, after the Empire Windrush docked at Tilbury, many people from the Caribbean also began settling in West London on the promise of work in factories, hospitals, and on the tubes and buses. Like in Brixton Market, at Shepherd's Bush shoppers could find an ever-growing array of products for West Indian, African and Indian communities including sweet potatoes, okra, pawpaw, mangoes, black eye, and gungan peas alongside garden variety sprouts, cabbages, and spuds. Inevitably there were tensions between these new arrivals and the established communities. Riots erupted in Notting Hill in 1958 in response to Teddy Boy's violence, but the market always functioned as neutral ground. Like in Brixton Market, at Shepherd's Bush shoppers could find an ever-growing array of products for West Indian, African and Indian communities including sweet potatoes, okra, pawpaw, mangoes, black eye and gunga peas alongside garden variety sprouts, cabbages, and spuds. The 60s may have been swinging on the King's Road in Chelsea, but in Shepherd's Bush, where the Westway loomed over the green and new tower blocks sprouted up, things were still a little rough around the edges. Roger Daltrey, the lead singer of The Who, grew up just a few streets from the market and knew it well. When in 1967, The Who headlined the Monterey Pop Festival, he was wrapped in a hippie shawl according to the music press, which later turned out to be tasseled tablecloth which he had picked up in Shepherd's Bush Market. In 1960, the BBC Television Centre opened in White City and provided a steady source of business for the market. One stall that reaped the rewards was the Newman Hire Company, an Aladdin's cave of lamps, clocks, statues, and bric-a-brac run by Aubrey Newman. Originally it had been 2 units piled high with trunks and suitcases. Now it had become a major supplier of props to the BBC and the film industry. Its credits include the James Bond classic Casino Royale. The market also featured in the 1965 Palme d'Or-winning film The Knack and How to Get It, and in Calculated Risk 1963. Ask any stallholder, they will tell you the 1980s were the golden years for Shepherd's Bush Market. The crowds on Saturday mornings were so thick that at some points you had to walk sideways to squeeze your way through. Heaven help you if you were pushing a pram. The staccato patter of Cockney stallholders, the polyrhythms booming from the African Music Centre, the red bream and live crabs glistening at W.H. Rose, the scent of incense sold in foil-wrapped packs, there was nowhere else like it in West London. In 1989, SBM Enterprises acquired Shepherd's Bush Market from its previous owner, director Michael Winner's father. Their initial proposals to build a Victorian glass roof over the market, a kind of crystal palace, came to nothing. In 1997, the market underwent a £1.5 million modernisation, with floodlighting and CCTV. The grand opening was hosted by Vogue and Cobra from the ITV show Gladiators. Little by little, textiles came to dominate the market. Classic Textiles was one of the first, their fabrics used in Harry Potter films and on Strictly Come Dancing. These shops along Goldhawk Road and in the market itself are popular with tourists from the Middle East. For these visitors, Shepherd's Bush Market is as much a London